This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Apple Valley extended highlights from the Sun Devils' 35-0 win at Hesperia start off with the offense. Jaden Denegal has his most productive passing game of the season in terms of yardage, 337 yards on 25 completions. Contributing greatly to the yardage total, receivers' yards after catch. Marquise Cato, 7 yards after making the catch and breaking from initial contact. The 5'9", 160-pound senior co-captain and two-way starter, Marquise Cato, has 5 receptions this day for 55 yards. Here's an outstanding example of yards after catch. Jacob Soria eluding one downfield tackler and staying in bounds, carrying tacklers with him on this 29-yard gain. Jacob Soria, 5 catches this day for 73 yards. The 6', 200-pound senior co-captain alongside center Ty Johnson, 6'5", 280-pound junior. Very next play, Ethan Peratt, refusing to be taken down 7 yards after making the catch. Ethan Peratt, 6', 190-pound senior co-captain and two-way starter. Jaden Denegal's 3 touchdown passes this game to 3 other receivers. Sean Owens capping the drive we've been watching. The 7-yard strike in the end zone. Sean Owens, 6', 175-pound senior. Jaden Denegal's first TD pass of the day caught by Logan Moon from 4 yards out. Logan Moon, 6', 175-pound junior. And the longest, the 64-yarder to a wide-open Isaiah Ojeda, 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. That touchdown put the Sun Devils up 21-0 at the half. Yet the most impressive touchdown of the day for Jaden Denegal may well come on the designed pass play on which he does not throw the ball.
All my I had one receiver open, I seen him late, and they all dropped, so I just ran in, and dude put his head down, we just got in the end zone.
But for all the fame and glory the Sun Devils' offense creates, the team's greater strength comes on the other side of the ball. Take it from this two-way starter.
Ethan, what's the strength of this Sun Devils team this year?
Definitely the defense and leadership that we have throughout our defense. We fly around and play violent football. I think that's definitely our strength, and our offense builds around that, which is great.
This all-league offensive lineman concurs.
No, I'd probably have to say our defense. Our defense provides a lot of our points on the scoreboard. Our number 7, Marquise Cato.
Marquise, what's the strength of the Sun Devils team this year?
I think our biggest strength this year would be our defense. We just kind of flying around this year. Our mentality is just kind of be the best to ever do it, not give up too many points.
The defense, in fact, did not give up much of anything this day, restricting the Scorpions to minus 13 yards total offense. Brandon Pedroza, the sack here. Brandon Pedroza is 6'3", 220, a senior. Dustin Reynolds, number 4, leads the team with 11 tackles this day, 3 solo and 3 sacks for the 6'2", 208-pound sophomore linebacker. In on this tackle, number 48, Hira Lupipatella, 6'3", 280, a sophomore. It has to be a little scary for Apple Valley opponents thinking of next season. Hard-hitting tacklers include many underclassmen. 10 is Gavin Hambrick, 6'2", 220-pound junior, 8 tackles this game. 14 is Keenan Eck, 6'3", 192, a junior. Nathaniel Downing, the blitzing, blistering tackle for a loss for the 6'1", 187-pound junior free safety. Coach Kyle Godfrey acknowledges the superb play of his defense in post-game remarks.
It was a victory. It was something that we needed. The defense played a hell of a game. They came out and absolutely controlled their offense, absolutely controlled the game, and that was something we need. Offensively, as a whole team, I thought we played well. We just had some individual mistakes that we need to fix. some just mistakes that are not provide high school football that we need to fix, and we'll definitely get that done this week, and then get ready for next week for the league championship. So we'll see what happens.
The Sun Devils' offense is packed with outstanding underclassmen, too. Jaden Denigal, a junior. Caleb Most, the receiver here, is the team's leading ball carrier on the year. Caleb Most, 5'11", 180, a junior. Caleb Most follows blockers that include number 79, 6'6.5", 330-pound sophomore Raymond Polito. Most scoring the first touchdown against Hesperia. He carries for 103 yards this game. We showed earlier Ty Johnson, the 6'5", 280-pound center. He's a junior. We showcase some of Hesperia's leading playmakers. 3 is Adam Rodriguez leading the tacklers here with fellow junior Aiden Lopez, 35. They are Coach Casey Goodnow's tackles leaders on the season. This is a big play defensively in the early going against Apple Valley. Aiden Lopez on 4th and a yard to go for a first down. The stop at the line of scrimmage. The Scorpions taking over on downs. Jesus Arias lifts the excellent punt that is mishandled by the Sun Devils kick returner, and it is Anthony Bowen pouncing on the ball, giving the Scorpions possession in the red zone late in the game. Sophomore quarterback Josh Smith turned in an admirable performance, coming off the bench replacing Mario Larios when the senior signal caller is sidelined with a shoulder separation. Hesperia's workhorse offensively is Edward Adams, who will be expected to carry the load when the Scorpions go up against Silverado next. The Silverado Hawks are masters of their own fate in pursuit of the Desert Sky League Championship. This win at Granite Hills puts them alone atop the DSL. Silverado moved ahead early, then fought off a Granite Hills second-half comeback to beat the Cougars 44-24. Joanne Howard ran for 6 touchdowns, including a win-sealing 54-yarder in the fourth quarter after the Cougars had closed within 2 touchdowns. Granite Hills rallied behind quarterback Tyler Karen, who threw for 3 touchdowns, 2 to Theodore Wiggins. The teams played to a scoreless first quarter stalemate, the defenses dominating, demonstrating the effective game plan by defensive coordinators from both teams. The Cougars force Silverado 3 and out on the Hawks' first possession. Coach Alex Gonzalez sees his team make good gains with their running game in the early going. Deshaun Miner, a gain of 16 in the Cougars' first possession. Tyler Karen, 3rd down completion to Deshaun Miner before a dropped pass on 4th down terminates the Cougars' initial possession. Watch Micah Pratt cut off the George Garcia block on this Cougars' second possession, which starts from their 8 following Silverado's punt. Successive carries for the senior running back, Micah Pratt, 8 yards here, and a first down to the 25.
And Pratt dances his way to a first down.
Tyler Karen rifles this 16-yard completion to Deshaun Miner. Tyler Karen will complete 12 of 19 this night for 193 yards and the 3 touchdowns. Silverado gets the ball back on a pass interception on 4th down. The Hawks' second possession begins at the Granite Hills 40. Micah Pratt getting up from the bottom of the pile. The Hawks held to a short gain. The Cougars get the ball right back. George Garcia, 56, comes up with the ball. George Garcia is 6'3", 280, among the Cougars' seniors playing their last home game of their career. Granite Hills ball at their 39. Micah Pratt driven out of bounds by Ruben Vega, 5'8", 140-pound senior defensive back. Ruben Vega will register 12 solo tackles this game and add 3 assists. Ruben Vega, the team's tackles leader on the season. From here on out, the Hawks pretty well grind the Cougars' ground game to a halt. Linebacker Ellen Clark leading tacklers on the second straight tackle for a loss. Long yardage situation, Omario Alexander, 99, leads the pass rush and makes it 3 consecutive tackles for a loss, bulldogging the Cougars quarterback for a sack on this play. Omarion Alexander, a 6-foot, 235-pound junior. Silverado commences the game's first scoring drive, but the Hawks have to overcome an unforced fumble-creating long yardage situation. Juwan Howard gets outside and up the Hawks' sideline for a gain of 20. Then it is Darren Gandy out of the Wildcat formation on the final play of the first quarter. The Hawks will set up at the Cougars' 20 to start the second 12-minute stanza. Juwan Howard gets outside and picks up 9 before wrestled out of bounds at the 11. Again, the Wildcat. Darren Gandy takes the direct snap and gets outside down to the 4. Darren Gandy is a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore.
And goal at the 4.
Next play, Darren Gandy hands off to Juwan Howard straight up the middle, plowing his way through the heart of the Cougars' goal line defense to go in standing up. 6-0 Hawks. 59 seconds into the second quarter. Granite Hills senior quarterback Tyler Karen rallies his Cougars. 3rd and 10 at their own 39. Tyler Karen connects with Malik Kinney over the middle, and the scat back races all the way down to the 27. 2 plays later, Tyler Karen to Theodore Wiggins, who goes high to grab it as Coach Alex Gonzalez emphatically punches the ticket to the end zone. A 61-yard scoring drive in 5 plays. Tyler Karen will rally the Cougars in like manner in the second half, throwing 2 more scoring passes, one of them another TD to Theodore Wiggins. Silverado follows with a drive that begins at their 29. Juwan Howard for 9. Juwan Howard is 5'9", a very compact 160. Vintage Juwan Howard, shedding tacklers, staying upright after hard contact, picking up added yardage, another gain of 9. Juwan Howard rushes for 241 yards this night. He has gained 588 yards on 77 carries in 3 games. That's 7.5 yards per carry. On this 3rd and 10 at the 24, Roberto Ruiz hits Darren Gandy, who powers ahead for the first down. Silverado's second score comes on Juwan Howard's 1-yard run. Roberto Ruiz hits Darren Gandy for the 2-point conversion, and it is 14-6 with 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Coach Kieran Jones' Hawks do not give the Cougars defense time to catch their breath. Freshman kicker Caleb Gomez's kickoff is up for grabs, and it is Davon Keene, 16, finally grabbing it and holding onto the football. Davon Keene, a 5'11", 160-pound senior. Darren Gandy follows the 6'3", 265-pound Kaliapasi Katoa and fellow blockers for a 9-yard gain. 75 is Nathaniel Mosier. Anthony Lopez, 61, a 5'11", 240-pound sophomore. On this 3rd and 5, Roberto Ruiz connects with Darren Gandy for the first down. Roberto Ruiz, a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. Juwan Howard busts through a gaping hole up the middle, then jukes his way past the next defender, carrying for 14 yards to the 1. But a penalty moves the Hawks back. Following the penalty from the 11, Nathaniel Mosier seals off the outside linebacker. Ruben Vega takes out the strong safety. Juwan Howard spins away from another defender and goes in standing up. By night's end, 14 touchdowns on the year for Juwan Howard. The Roberto Ruiz toss to Darren Gandy for the 2-point conversion is uncontested. It's 22-6, the score at halftime. The victory puts the Hawks at 3-0 atop the DSL. Granite Hills' first loss drops them into a tie for second with Victor Valley and Adelanto. The Cougars, Jackrabbits, and Saints all 1-1 in league. The Hawks have a non-league game with Hesperia next before closing out at Adelanto in 2 weeks. Granite Hills goes to Adelanto this week. The Victor Valley Jackrabbits go to Barstow.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. Iwanzik Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville.
On this date in High Desert sports history, Mavs Travis Demerit homers twice in High Desert's 2016 season opening victory. Irvin Bounds, VBC Rams, and Evan Bricker close out 2018 textbook win over Owls. Hesperia's Jaden Everett, 2018 Mojave River League Player of the Year. Let's go back to 2016 to start these flashbacks.
High Desert Mavericks leadoff hitter Travis Demerit hits 2 towering home runs to power the Mavericks to a season-opening victory over the Inland Empire 66ers. The Mavs' second baseman accounts for 7 of the team's 10 runs scored, driving in 4 and scoring 3.
It's just driving the pitch that I saw, man. I got a couple good pitches to hit, and I made the most out of it.
The opening night highlights for many a Mavericks fan: free tacos. Whenever the Mavericks score 9 runs or more, every fan in attendance receives a coupon for 2 free tacos from Jack in the Box. The Mavericks get solid pitching and error-free defense to go with a power-packed offensive attack in defeating the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim affiliate 66ers in the 2016 season opener. Clouds hung over the Mavs' first game of the season. Legal uncertainties regarding the city of Atalanta's attempt to evict the team from Maverick Stadium, and storm clouds, literally. Light sprinkles fell just prior to the ball game. Travis Demerit leads off the bottom of the second and drives this 2-strike pitch over the Napa Auto Parts sign in left field. The solo home run makes it 5-3 High Desert. Travis Demerit's second home run comes on this 3-2 pitch with 2 out in the 6th. The 2-run shot makes it 8-4. The fan favorite hitter of the moment, though, is Trip Martin. His base hit through the middle sends Jeremy Profar across with the coveted 9th Mavericks run. That means every fan in attendance receives a Jack in the Box coupon for free tacos.
This Victor Valley College victory over Citrus is a combined team effort with pitchers performing at their peak, hitters coming through with clutch base hits, Coach Irvin Bounds winning the battle of wits in strategy, and the Rams overcoming a myriad of controversial and questionable calls and rules interpretations. Controversial and questionable call number 2. Rams runners on first and second. Mauricio Bueno, the batter, asks for time. The Owls pitcher balks. The umpire explains that both the batter and the pitcher were in the wrong, so both infractions offset one another. This a rules interpretation none of us had ever heard before. Questionable call number 1 was when an Owls high fly ball down the left field line was ruled a home run, although it appeared the ball was foul when it cleared the fence. Even the Owls third base coach conceded that observation. Mauricio Bueno has walked to load the bases. Mark Cobian at third, Alfred Lopez at second. Rams trail 3-1 with 1 out in the 6th. Dylan Lindsay's grounder is fielded by the third baseman. The throw to second for the force. The second baseman's throw is wide of first. Mark Cobian has scored. Alfred Lopez scores. The ball game is tied, right? Nope. Questionable call number 3. The base umpire rules Mauricio Bueno interferes with the second baseman's throw by sliding into him at second. The replay shows Mauricio Bueno sliding straight into the base and does not make contact with the second baseman. The Rams are denied these game-tying runs, and we go to the 7th. Citrus still leading 3-1.
Manny Sierra drives in Mauricio Bueno with what proves to be the winning run against the Owls in the 8th. That sets the stage for the managerial maneuvering in the 9th with tremendous pressure on the shoulders of pitcher Evan Bricker. With the tying run on second, the Rams issue an intentional walk that puts a potential go-ahead run on base. Then an unintentional walk loads the bases with 2 outs.
No, we're just trying to get ahead, throw them a lot of off speed, get them out in front, try to get a ground ball, but I got behind a lot, had to come back. I was just kind of working myself into a hole a little bit, but, it's good to come back from that. And
Full count. Bases loaded. Evan Bricker blows it by the Owls batter, and the Rams have their second victory of the week, 4-3 the final. Victor Valley College over Citrus.
The High Desert's top high school seniors are set to square off in the annual All-Stars Classic at Silverado High School. Here are action highlights of Mojave River League standouts who will be competing against their Desert Sky League counterparts. Hesperia four-year starter and leading three-point shooter Jaden Everett is Mojave River League Player of the Year. The 6'3" Scorpions co-captain helped lead Hesperia to a three-peat league championship season. Jaden Everett averaged just under 12 points a game and was a linchpin in the Scorpions' lockdown defensive scheme of things. Fellow senior co-captain Ronnie Green, 4, led first-year coach Andrew Skidmore's club in assists. Sultana senior Sonny Amayo, the top three-point shooter in the circuit, repeats as the first-team All MRL selection. Sonny Amayo averaged 16 points a game. The Apple Valley Sun Devils representation, senior Tyree Jackson, 2, scored at a 12 points per game clip. Fellow senior and co-captain Kyle Lewis, 11 points and 9 rebounds a game for the Sun Devils.
Here is a segment from our Sports Watch series, Ingredients of a Championship. The focus on the Desert Sky League girls basketball champions, Victor Valley Lady Jackrabbits. Yes, we could refer to this trio as Victor Valley's three-headed monster. They did terrorize opponents, but monsters? No, more like hard-court sweethearts, as one gets to know them. The Victor Valley Lady Jackrabbits, 3 senior superstars, closing out their prep career in typical manner, side by side, leading their team against a very tough opponent. This case, fellow All-Stars, the annual High Desert Classic between Desert Sky League and Mojave River League seniors. Alexis Frondrina, the coach on the court, daughter of Coach Tony Frondrina. Anita Romero, inside, outside, running the court. Jordan Shane, impact player supreme, playmaker, Desert Sky League Player of the Year. To single out one as a more valuable player, as in teammate, could seem to sell the other two short. Check out their stats, nearly identical when it comes to scoring, all 3 averaging 13-plus points per game, each contributing so significantly to the success of their team that, without one, team goals fall short.
Alex, what were ingredients in Lady Jackrabbit's success?
Basically, it was just our hard work, dedication, and coming together as a family. At first, it was a struggle, but eventually we came together and worked hard. And then our coaches were there the whole time, by our backs, and just gave us a win.
Well, Terry, let me tell you. We started off on a rocky road, and we came together as a family, and we got to communicate with each other better, and we just became one. That's what helped the program a lot.
Some of the success that we had was because everybody knew the role. Nobody was trying to do something that they're not capable of doing, and everybody understood their role. One thing, we had, amazing coaches, and all they taught was discipline, discipline, discipline. And once we got into the program, that's when we became a better team.
Was it tough at times being the coach's daughter, or was that left totally aside once you were on the court?
That was honestly like one of the issues, but we eventually got over it, but we still played together as a team.
It was tough because, of course, me being the dad, I go a little more than just coach mode. So I think we had figured that one out during the season, and we're a coach. Then we get home, then I become dad again.
This All-Star game, Mojave River League versus Desert Sky League seniors, the father coaches last high school game coaching his daughter, and the 3 exceptional Lady Jackrabbits co-captains and DSL Champions.
What are you going to do next?
I'm going to TP College for a couple years and hopefully move to a foreign university.
You know what you want to study?
Psychology.
What are you going to work on most? What do you know you want to improve on most as you take your game to the next level?
My handles, first of all, and my free throws, and basically having confidence in myself.
You won the 3-point shootout. Was that something you hoped for coming in, or?
Yes. So throughout the whole season, me and my dad were working hard and preparing for this moment, so I was excited that I won.
Now, what about Anita Romero? What do you want to do? What are you going to do? What's next for you as far as basketball?
Well, I'm going to play college basketball after and then study pre-medicine.
Wow. As you go on, what do you know you want to work on most to improve most as you move up to the next level individually?
I want to improve my ball handling skills because, I need to improve that.
Well, congratulations on fun seeing you have a good time out there today. Congratulations on the league championships, the camaraderie, and what Lady Jackrabbits basketball is all about.
Thank you.
What did Anita Romero bring to this team?
She brought a lot. We were missing a key component down in the paint, which she did bring. Once that happened, I think it opened up the whole outside perimeter shooting for us.
Alex, what did Anita bring to this team?
She brought strength, and she was basically the voice of the team and kept us, kept on us to go hard and stuff.
What do you hope to do? What's next? I know you're going to play some more ball.
Next year I am going to play at Cal Poly. I got a scholarship, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be majoring in graphic design, so that should be pretty cool.
Now, I didn't give you this question in advance, but as you go to the next level, what's one thing you know you want to work on most?
One thing I do want to work on most is my jump shot. Everybody knows that I can drive, I can get in there, but one thing that I need to work on is jump shot because, those girls are big, so I'm not going to be able to drive all the time.
Improve your jump shot and free throws.
Yeah. Yes, free throws. Free throws. Oh my God.
What about Jordy Shane?
Yeah, she basically led the whole team throughout the whole season, and she was our main point guard.
There's so much that can be said. What do you think would be things that you remember most about what Jordan Shane brought to Lady Jackrabbits basketball?
Leadership, number one. Without her, I think we wouldn't have got as far because she's the one I depend to bring that ball up and make the right decisions. Once we started getting in our flow and Anita coming in, it just opened up a whole new thing where her assists were just, double-doubles majority of the time.
So what was it like coaching your daughter?
Oh, it was an honor, exciting. I had fun. Alexis has worked very hard through struggles with getting hurt in surgery. She had a tough time, but she has accomplished a lot, and I'm very proud of her.
Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on high desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half hour of high desert television today.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Sold.
Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle and Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.